Have you ever wondered if the language you speak shapes the way you think? If by speaking English, Mandarin or Zulu, your perceptions of reality might be subtly yet fundamentally different. This is the intriguing premise behind the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, a theory in linguistics that suggests our understanding of the world is influenced by the language we speak. First proposed by linguists Edward Sapir and Benjamin Lee Whorf, this hypothesis is often divided into two versions, strong and weak. The strong version, known as linguistic determinism, suggests that our language determines our thoughts and perceptions. In other words, if a concept doesn't exist in our language, we can't understand it. The weak version, on the other hand, known as linguistic relativity, proposes that language merely influences our thoughts rather than dictates them. Take color perception as an example. In English, we have separate words for blue and green, distinguishing these as separate colors. But in some languages, like the Himba language spoken in Namibia, there is only one word for both. Studies show that Himba people have a harder time distinguishing between blue and green than English speakers, supporting the idea of linguistic relativity. Another example lies in the realm of direction. In English, we use egocentric directions, left, right, front, back. But in the Australian Aboriginal language of Gugu Yimithir, they use cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, even for body orientation. So, while an English speaker might say, "There is a spider on your left hand," a Gugu Yimithir speaker would say, "There is a spider on your east hand." This has led to Gugu Yimithir speakers having an almost superhuman sense of orientation, again reinforcing the idea that language can influence our perceptions and cognitive abilities. But what does this mean for sociology, the study of social behavior and society? Well, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis suggests that language doesn't just reflect our social realities, but actively shapes them. For instance, the words we use to describe gender, race or class can reinforce or challenge societal norms and prejudices. This is why sociologists pay close attention to language, as it can be a tool for both maintaining and disrupting social order. So, to wrap up, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis posits that language has the power to shape our thoughts and perceptions, a concept that has profound implications for sociology. Whether you subscribe to the strong or weak version of the hypothesis, one thing is clear. Language is far more than just a tool for communication. It's a lens through which we view the world, and a craft that molds our understanding of reality. As you navigate your own world, remember the power of words, and consider how the language you speak might be influencing your thoughts and perceptions more than you realize. After all, language is not just about speaking, it's about thinking, perceiving, and ultimately existing.